Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be installing all the components for the underside of my E30 Touring after spending 2 years on the jig. So starting off with a totally bare shell, I have undersealed this in a previous video, I'll put the link to that now. But the first job on the list is to install the fuel and brake lines, as then these are going to be hidden underneath some of the components, so they need to be done first. Starting with an easy job, this is just installing the BMW hard lines for the fuel. These are from BMW, pre-bent to shape. I installed these first so I'm able to use the shape of them with the brakes. And then for the brake lines I'll be using the Cupra Nickel 3/16 line. This is much better corrosion resistance, it's still pretty simple to form. Now this is my first time doing brake lines ever, so there may be a few bits that don't look too right, but I was quite happy with the end result. I'll just leave this running, I'm sure you've seen it all before. With the lines installed and out of the way, we can move on now to the shiny parts. So all this work has been completed whilst the car has been on the jig, so whilst I've been doing welding repairs, I've been able to focus on all this stuff and get it all restored. Everything's kind of been done by me, apart from obviously the new parts. All the videos for these are on my channel. But first of all, it will be installing the fuel tank. First job on the front end will be tapping out all the holes. So these have been painted with epoxy primer, underseal. Most of it's been covered, but you never know, there's just best to go through them again. So I've got a white line 25mm anti-roll bar. Here I'll have the E46 purple tag rack, BC coilovers and the Willwood MIDI light calipers to go on. Moving on to the rear of the car, quickly just threw the anti-roll bar on. This is another White Line product. And then we built up the rear arms and subframe in the workshop just to make it easy to put on. This includes all the brakes and the discs. These are camber adjustment as well, so we just set those to the middle just for now and just nip them up. This is something I need to revisit in the future when we're setting up the alignment. And the diff is a Z3 3.15 ratio Motorsport LSD with the 4 clutch packs with a E36 rear cover installed. There is a video on this on the modifications I made to the car. And then for the rear it's the BC coil and strut. I didn't go for the coil over pack because of the reinforcement required, and also with a wider wheel you lose a lot of clearance. And then went around the car without a fancy digital snap-on torque wrench that I did borrow from a friend, mainly just to kind of go over everything to make sure it's in the ballpark. This may need to be revisited once the car's on the ground with fully loaded, which I can do on a 4-post or 2-post ramp. Now I'm going to leave the car on wheel skates. This would just be a bit of an easier way to get it in and out of the garage because it will need to move every so often. So now I can easily throw the wheels on, we can lower it down onto wheel skates. Now the car was starting to get quite heavy, I didn't have any issues with the jig, it was mainly with the mounting points onto the car, so we wanted to get it down as quick as possible. This is as simple as lifting the weight off the jig, removing each side and lowering it down slowly onto blocks, and vice versa for the front. Now the wheel skates didn't work exactly how I wanted. I've got quite a big step in between my garage and the driveway, so I need to kind of fill that in, and also ratchet around the wheels just to make it that little bit more secure. Other than that, really happy with the progress. That's the car back on its wheels after a whole 2 years of being on the jig. So thank you for watching my video. Next is the engine build, which should be nice and exciting, so I'll leave that with you. Thank you.